Shazam! Nope, no superpowers. Oh hey, what's up everybody? This is Subhankar and welcome back to Care Fiction. As you can see back there, that I can neither be Shazam nor Black Adam, but the Black Adam movie is around the corner. So today we are going to take a closer look at the Black Adam teaser trailer revealed in the DC Fandom event, which further revealed that the Justice Society of America will be featured in the movie too. This movie had been in plans for a long time and I was eagerly waiting to get a glimpse of it. So I am glad that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, in collaboration with Jim Lee and Boss Logic, gave us this amazing teaser. While the teaser didn't give away much about the movie, but it did give us a lot about some of our favorite DC characters who will be joining this movie. Although we do know that this will be an origin story of Black Adam and that he will be portrayed as an anti-hero. So let's get started. The teaser shows the origin of Black Adam as a slave in the kingdom of Kahndaq. Eventually he gained magical powers, but he abused them and so was imprisoned and banished. He re-emerges in the modern era to mete out his own brand of justice as judge, jury and executioner, all the while facing resistance. That is the short version of it, but let's get into the details. In the DC universe, the kingdom of Kahndaq, whose capital city is Shirota, is similar to Egypt and is located in the Sinai Peninsula, which is largely Egypt, and as stated in the teaser, it is a melting pot of culture and magic. Although what remains to be seen is who rules over Kahndaq. At this point, we segue into the origin of Black Adam. In the ancient days, he was known as Tet Adam, son of Ramses II of Egypt, and it was Tet Adam who was the prince of Kahndaq. He impressed the wizard Shazam with his fairness and decency, and so he granted Adam with the powers of 6 Egyptian gods: Shu for stamina, Harshef for strength, Amon for power, Jehuti for wisdom, Anpu for speed, and Mantu for courage. But later in 1600 BC, Kahndaq was attacked and burned to the ground by the supervillain Akton, in which Tet Adam's wife and children were also killed. Akton was an Egyptian priest who used the Orb of Ra for his powers. Driven mad and drunk with power, Akton dominated Egypt with an iron fist. Later, with the help of Prince Khufu and the wizard Nabu, Adam was able to defeat Akton and eventually killed him in retribution. But Adam's powers soon corrupted him and he became less benevolent. Shazam renamed him Black Adam, but since he was unable to strip him of his powers, the wizard instead banished Black Adam. So that was a comic origins of Black Adam. In this movie, he is shown as a slave in Kahndaq. So maybe he was the ruler before, but Kahndaq was conquered by someone and thus he was enslaved. I wager we may see Akton appear here. With that done, let us look into the other DC characters who are slated to join him. But first, let us get acquainted with a very old and prominent superhero team. Before there was a Justice League, there was the Justice Society. You heard me right. First appearing in All-Star Comics issue number 3, 1941, it was founded by The Flash as Jay Garrick, Dr. Fate, Hourman, Spectre, Sandman, Atom, Green Lantern appearing as Alan Scott, and Hawkman appearing as Carter Hill. The Justice League first appeared together in The Brave and the Bold issue number 28, March 1960. But as revealed, we will be seeing Hawkman and Dr. Fate from the original team, plus 2 new recruits, Cyclone and Atom Smasher. So let's start with Hawkman. But before that, just a side note that these characters have a very long history, so I will try to keep it short. So consider it as a primer. Hawkman first appeared in the Flash Comics issue number 1 in the year 1940. Originally Prince Khufu of ancient Egypt, who would be later known as Hawkman, discovered an alien spacecraft from the planet Thanagar, powered by a mysterious anti-gravity element called the Nth Metal. These unearthly energies transformed him and his love Princess Kyara's soul and thus were reincarnated over and over for centuries. Eventually the soul of Prince Khufu was reborn as Carter Hall, an archaeologist during the 1940s. His powers are blessing, divine empowerment and reincarnation. He possesses the power of the Nth Metal, which grants him enhanced strength, enhanced durability and accelerated healing. He can also fly by way of an anti-gravity belt and boots constructed from the same metal. We may likely see the 2 versions of Hawkman in this movie. Up next, we have Dr. Fate. Kent Nelson was the first Dr. Fate who made his debut in More Fun Comics issue number 55, May 1940. He is a powerful magician and agent for the Lords of Order. Kent discovered the tomb of the wizard Nabu and was trained by him in the ways of sorcery in order to fight crime and the forces of evil. Nabu the Wise was a Lord of Order and cosmic being with near limitless magical power, who arrived at Earth billions of years ago to battle the Lords of Chaos. Dr. Fate is a very powerful magical being with a plethora of powers including but not limited to immortality, invulnerability and telekinesis. His paraphernalia includes the Amulet of Anubis, Cloak of Destiny, Helmet of Fate which also grants him flight and superhuman strength, and the Orb of Nabu. Then we have a new recruit, Cyclone, whose real name is Maxine Hunkel. First appearing in Justice Society of America Volume 3, Issue Number 1, 2006, she is the granddaughter of the original Red Tornado, Abigail Hunkel. Maxine Hunkel first appeared as a superhero in Kingdom Come Issue Number 2, though she took the name Red Tornado. Cyclone possesses aerokinesis, the power of wind manipulation by which she is able to mentally summon cyclones and whirlwinds and project powerful bursts of air. Finally, we have Atom Smasher. In the comics, Albert Rothstein is known by two aliases, Nuklon and later Atom Smasher. As Atom Smasher, he first made his appearance in JSA Secret Files and Origins Issue Number 1, August 1999. Albert was a grandson of the supervillain known as Cyclotron, from whom Albert inherited his metahuman powers. He was the godson of Al Pratt, the original Atom, a founding member of the Justice Society. Atom Smasher and Black Adam were very good friends, and he also helped Black Adam to kill the dictatorial president of Kahndaq. He has the power of atomic dispersal. He can also increase his mass and has enhanced strength, stamina, speed and durability. I forgot to mention Black Adam's powers, but do I really have to? He derives his powers from gods, and that alone can give you an idea. But if you want something concrete, how about the fact that his strength is generally depicted of being on levels equal to those of Superman and Shazam. So that was very briefly about Black Adam and the members of the Justice Society. Although we got a little glimpse of the plot, but I have a strong feeling that this movie will be awesome. So let me know your thoughts about the teaser. And as I always say, follow the drill. Like, comment and subscribe. See you soon.